Ladies and gentlemen, this event one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing from Decatur at 241 pounds, here's Ken Timbs. Ken Timbs. His opponent, ladies and gentlemen, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, one of professional wrestling's great competitors. Here's the Nature Boy himself, Ric Flair. Ric Flair. Your referee is Nick Patrick. We'll be back with this match right after this brief timeout.
The bell. Ric Flair moving out against Ken Timbs. Flair certainly the top contender. He is a double tough individual. Timbs, brother of Ed Timbs, vastly improved competitor, facing a tough test here in Ric Flair. Full arm drag and twist and takedown by Flair. Flair in the red trunks. Again, fantastically conditioned athlete. And it's Timbs utilizing the ring ropes, forces the break. And Flair suddenly is... And Flair likes to carry on with the audience, carry on conversations with the audience, and he is the first one to admit to his own greatness when he's in that ring. And he will do it vocally. There's no question about that. Side headlock by Timbs. Flair turns that into a top wrist lock. And it is Flair gaining the edge in leverage at that point. Down to an inside armbar. Up into the ring ropes once again. The referee calls for the break. Clean break by Flair. Backs away. Referee Nick Patrick. Once again, Timbs unhooked with a hard right hand. Another one on the break, and Flair caught on that one. Now gets Timbs back in the corner, and Flair retaliating. And it is Flair putting some devastation on Timbs. Catches him. A side backdrop, and now brings him up once again. Full body slam. Ric Flair with an elbow across the chest. Flair overhooks the head, front face lock. Timbs into the ring ropes, forces the break. Flair a little bit reluctant to break that time, as he now recognizes exactly what kind of a competitor he's facing. All right, Flair watching him carefully. They move in, collar and elbow once again. From side headlock to a total hammerlock. Let's see if he wings that arm. He does not, but he's got it locked in. There's no question about that. Timbs back to the canvas. Flair again. Flair, of course, a gentleman who goes 110% no matter what he's involved in, be it a wrestling match, if he's out hunting, swimming, scuba diving, you name it. He takes on life with a great intensity. All right, back into the turnbuckle once again. Ken Timbs rips across the face of Flair. And now jams Flair's head into that turnbuckle. Overhooks the head once again. In fact, he has a front chancery on him now. Timbs pressing that advantage, and Flair could have some problems here. Now Flair trying to break free from it if he can. Separates the hold into a full arm drag and twist. And a chop across the chest that you could hear throughout the entire television sports arena. Again, Flair takes him off his feet. Now smashes him into that far turnbuckle. Timbs in trouble now. Flair uses the elbow very effectively. A looping right hand, another hard right hand. Once again, the elbow. Timbs hurtled through those ring ropes and out onto the concrete floor. Timbs coming up rather slowly now, featuring the lower, favoring rather the lower area of his back. The forearm into the chest of Timbs. Drops Timbs to the apron once again. Timbs coming up rather slowly. Flair uses that elbow effectively. Timbs trying to get back into that ring, and Flair continues the attack. Flair brings him back in through the ring ropes. Forearm across the chest. Flair now arm whips him across, catches him with an elbow. And Flair again keeps that running commentary going against his opponent. Brings him way, way up. High vertical suplex, and Flair. There he goes into that, moves very effectively into that figure four, but it's applied to the opposite side than the way that the figure four is normally applied. Exceptionally effective, as we just saw. So Ric Flair, using the figure four, defeats Ken Timbs in the opening match of this hour of Georgia Championship Wrestling, and a fine victory indeed for Ric Flair. Golf, your Tom Watsons. In football, your Steve Bartkowskis. In baseball, your George Bretts. And in wrestling, well, when you talk about superstars, that becomes synonymous with the word Ric Flair, and it's certainly a pleasure to have Mr. Flair back with us.
Well, Gordon, I appreciate that. Georgia, the focal point. Georgia Championship Wrestling, worldwide, the greatest competition. We talk about Snuka, Gordy, Rich, Steve-O, Wrestling 2, the superstar. The list is endless. And as I said a couple weeks ago, when these gentlemen want to find out where they really, truly stand, where they really, truly rank in professional wrestling, and all they got to do, pick up a piece of paper similar to this. It's called a contract. They put their name on one side, and I put my name on the other side. It's an open offer. Think about it, boys, long and hard. You know, I like to think of myself as a semi-clean living man now, Gordon. And I try to get in that ring, and with an open mind, I try to give everybody an opportunity to wrestle by the rules. But if you want to get nasty, then Ric Flair, as a lot of wrestling fans will tell you, wrote the book on how to break the rules. He wrote the book on how to talk to the ladies. He wrote the book on how to dress. He wrote the book on the big cars to drive. He's written a book on a lot of things. But the main thing he's concentrating on right now is writing a book on professional wrestling. Georgia Championship Wrestling, a lot of big stars, a lot of big names, a lot of great competition. And Gordon Soley, I'm going to hang real tight right here until I take the measure of every man wrestling in the Georgia Championship area, like it or not. Woo!
There you have it, the comments from Ric Flair.